I'm Sammy, and today I am on Dunn's farm in Maynooth. I've got Norman with me here, and we're going to be finding out a bit more about the Soil Dependence Open Day that Base Ireland are hosting right here on the 4th of July. So Norman, what are we going to be focusing on today?
I'm going to show you some cover crops, some compost, the venue itself, the hens, and plenty more.
Sounds good. All right, let me show you around. Come on. So tell us a wee bit, I suppose, about your farm here. Has it been in your family a while?
Yeah, so I farm with my father Michael. We would have had mixed farming back down through the generations, but maybe focused more towards arable throughout the last generation, and I think it's swinging back more towards mixed.
For those who don't know, tell us, what is regenerative farming?
Regenerative farming starts at the soil, so we're trying to regenerate the soil and keep it at a sustainable level that not just our generation or the next generation, but the 5, 6, 10, 20 generations after us will have something to farm and have something to feed us.
I would mean the traditional tillage farmer, ploughing and sowing and spraying and fertilising and
the generations before you. So it was obviously your dad, his dad.
Yeah, I would have heard my dad talking about growing mustard.
Mustard?
Mustard,
Can
yeah.
you grow mustard?
Yeah. Well, we have mustard in the cover crops now, and that's what brought back all the memory to me. You see, but my dad grew mustard in as fertiliser.
What?
Yeah. It was a catch crop, kind of, and then they ploughed it down. That released all the ingredients into the next crop. So they didn't have any chemical fertilisers.
We have fermented seaweed. So
I was going to say it smells salty.
Yeah, and sweet.
Yeah.
Don't get that sweetness, no?
Sweet, not so much. More salty,
Someone
vinegary.
said it smelled like Jägermeister one time to me.
Oh, yeah. I get
but
that.
we use a lot of seaweed on crops, and we were buying 1,000 litres every year to use on crops, and it was 5,000-6,000 euro to buy a cube of seaweed. So we started making our own with a ton of seaweed from the northwest, brought it home, split it into two IBC tanks, filled it with water, molasses, and some lactic acid bacteria, and close it up for 3 months, let it ferment, and you end up with this lovely sweet product at the end of it.
And where did you just get the idea? Oh, I'm gonna go up to the northwest and get a heap of seaweed.
Again, it comes back, traced back to Base Ireland.
Okay.
A couple of guys doing different bits I'm bringing information in from way back or the present and amalgamating it all together.
Yeah.
And again, just good minds come together.
I guarantee you that I'm going to be nice and relaxed on this part of the tour because we're currently surrounded by how many hens?
900.
900, okay. Yeah. So what do you do with the hens?
Look, it's a proper free-range production house. It's a mobile house that we brought from Germany. It's got all the bells and whistles, fans and ventilation and insulation, and it's the hens probably live a more comfortable life than I do in my house. So
how many eggs would you get then a day out of 900 hens here?
750 maybe.
750 eggs a day?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So you've definitely got enough protein in your diet.
Absolutely,
then.
yeah.
Here we are in Poo Central. Well, there's just lines and lines of brown stuff here, Norman. So just explain to me a bit about what's going. What are you doing here?
Right. So yeah, the lines of brown stuff are compost windrows.
Okay.
We take in horse manure and cattle manure from farms around. We mix them together and we try and get a nice carbon to nitrogen ratio together to mix them together and break them down as evenly as possible. Okay,
so how do you know how much of, say, the cow manure, horse manure, sawdust,
there's a carbon to nitrogen ratio. We try and follow it as best we can, but it's not always possible because it's generally a high carbon ingredients that we get. So it'll be wood chip and sawdust and straw are all the carbon, and then the manure of the animals would be more the nitrogen. So trying to get them right is not always ideal, but we can cheat a little bit by using this compost turning machine.
Yes,
here.
I've seen this. Out of all the contraptions and machinery I've seen over the years, I've never seen something like this.
It's not as complicated as it looks. There's a big rotor in the centre of it. Turns everything from the inside out and the outside in. So everything gets a time in the centre at 65 degrees to kill out weed seeds and pathogens.
Okay, so each of the parts of the compost needs
every
to be
bit gets a bit in the middle,
heat.
like, yeah.
Here on Dunn's farm, we don't only learn about soil, we learn about the birds and the bees. In this case, the ladybirds and the bees. Tell me, what is a cover crop for someone who doesn't know what it is? Because I don't know. I'm not totally sure what cover crop means.
It's putting down roots into the soil. It's using up all the excess chemicals, or all the nitrates and all that stuff that'll be going into rivers and drains.
So it the cover crop goes down into the soil, takes out.
Yeah, but it also loosens the soil. The roots going down.
Yes.
Loosens the soil, so it improves the drainage in the soil as well.
Okay, gotcha.
And it gives a habitat for worms and creepy crawlies.
Creepy crawlies. Real technical.
Very scientific.
The creepy crawlies. Yeah.
So we coat our seeds in it, obviously, but some people will make compost tea from it. They'll put it into a tea bag and put it into that conical tank, hang it over it, and bubble air up through it for 36 hours and make a biological tea that they spray out on crops.
Okay.
We don't do it here because it's just too laboursome and too many things can go wrong. You can brew bad biology as well as good biology, or you mightn't leave it long enough or not feed it enough. So we just stick to this. It's straightforward and simple, and it's most effective.
And just while you're talking about tea, it's not tea you
Not
drink.
tea
You don't
drink.
drink this tea either.
No. You could drink it. People have been known to drink it, but
What? Really?
Yeah.
What would that taste like?
Different.
Yeah, it definitely tastes different. Oh, what have we got? Is this good root architecture?
Good root architecture.
Good root.
Yeah.
Fine root architecture
So
here.
let me clear off a bit of it.
Okay.
That's their nodules. And there's a big worm, look.
Oh, look at him. He's a big fella, isn't he?
Do you want to hold that one?
Who, me or
Yeah.
Lily? Lily, you can hold it. Lily, please. Lily, you are not afraid of worms or beetles or creepy crawlies, no?
I'm afraid of beetles.
Beetles, just beetles, okay. Are you afraid of hens? No. Neither am I. And what do we have growing here? And
These are faba beans.
fava beans.
Yeah, faba.
Faba.
Yeah.
Faba beans,
Yeah.
okay.
And you can see the flower, like, you can, if we stay quiet long enough, you'll hear the hum of bees from it.
Really?
Yeah.
There's
They
bees
love it, yeah. They
around
love
here.
it. And ladybirds.
Cool. So how many like acres of fava beans?
We have 90 acres, I think, of
Wow.
fava beans, yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, that'll be our break crop
Amazing.
here. Yeah,
That's your what?
our break crop.
Okay.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
That means it's a break for soil, a break for everything, and it's not too hard on soil. So when we come back in with cereal, we get a really good cereal after this because it's after having a break.
Oh, I get you. So
Yeah.
this, as a break crop,
Break
it
crop,
gives the
yeah.
soil a break.
Absolutely, and same with oilseed rape or oats are the same. They'd be break crops as well.
Well, Norman, thanks very much for showing me about and teaching me a wee bit about what goes on here in the farm. I feel very educated.
And thanks for coming. Delighted to have you.
Yeah, and I suppose I'm going to find out more on the 4th of July. I've got a good base knowledge now, but tell me a wee bit more about the speakers. Who's going to be there?
Yeah, so keynote speaker is Neil Fuller. We have Jason Monaghan, Tommy the Vet, Pat Collins and Leslie Dwyer, who are both Base Ireland members.
Okay.
So they'll give a good insight of what's going on within Base as well, a farmer's perspective as well. So look, it's going to be a fabulous, knowledgeable day for young, old, and whoever wants to come. It's going to be a great day.
Yeah, for anyone who's into farming or
Yeah.
just into being educated about soil and biological
Absolutely, yeah,
farming
yeah.
and all that. Tickets are still available on Eventbrite and use the promo code SammyTV and I will see you right here on the 4th of July.